Good morning to one and all present here. I would like to start with a small incident. About 6 years ago, when I registered my corporation in US, the person I was working with, he asked me a simple question. He was like, you are registering your corporation here and you plan to run your business here. If I would like to do something in your country, I cannot do it. And I was shocked because before that incident, I never got a chance to actually look into the policies of India, how they are designed or how much they support people coming from out of India to India, because it was not required for us. So I actually started looking into it. And then it has been 6 years since then. I'm still not very clear on the FDI policies or policies for companies outside India if they would like to do business in India. What is the process, what it's going to take, and how much the government is encouraging. What I believe is there should be transparency. That's the most important point at this stage if we would like to encourage FDI. If any company would like to start operations in India, there should be a transparent process, or there should be transparency in the whole system so that they have a look at it. They say, okay, this is what it's going to take, and they feel good about it, and they're encouraged to do business in India. Going to your question, Mr. Singh, about civil aviation, one more incident which I would like to highlight here was, one of the private jet aircraft owners flew into India for some business, and then after his meetings, he took off back to Japan or to his next destination for business. Once he was back in the US, I just happened to ask him how was his experience flying a private jet into India and flying a private jet out of India. And his quick reply was, hey, I have some penalties to pay. What happened? It's like, I violated some policies. It's like, what kind of policies did you violate? It's like, the airport I took off from, I came to know later on, I was supposed to take a permission from the local collector of that particular region to take off from that airport, which I was not aware of. So incidents like that, I mean, that guy is still scared to fly his private jet back in India. So once again, relating back to it, there has to be a transparency no matter whatever business we do, whether it's aviation or any other companies across the world, if they would like to come into India and invest in India. We should have an open mind. It's a good thing. Businesses coming into India, foreign revenues coming into India. Going back to aviation, at this point, I think the biggest challenge we have in aviation is about the FDI in the airline sector. You might have been hearing a lot of news that, okay, it has been increased to 49%. It was 26% earlier. I think we should just have an open mind once again as far as FDI in aviation is concerned. There should be 100% FDI allowed. If there are some foreign carriers who would like to start operations in India, I think it's a good point. And if they are willing to provide their services, if they're willing to create competition in India, it's good for us as common citizens. We'll have more options as far as airlines goes. We'll have more options as far as services are concerned. And that being said, it doesn't mean that if foreign airlines start operating in India, they will pose problems to local carriers. I don't think in any way they will pose problems to any local carriers. They plan to employ Indian people, so they will generate employment. They will provide better services, I guess, and as long as they follow the civil aviation requirements, as long as they comply with the civil aviation policies, I don't think the government should have any problems, or I don't think the government should look the airlines as, okay, this is a local carrier or this is a foreign carrier, if they both are operating with the similar policies.